Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. We're going to be doing a card of the day of focus of intention for the next 24 to 48 hours. It's directed by spirit, higher power, or whatever it is that you call upon. My job is to not push a belief system onto you. My job is to teach you how to believe in yourself and maintain that most amazing relationship and believe whatever it is you want to fucking believe in. That's none of my business, okay? I have no place to judge you. With that being said, this is not a reading. A reading's an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by your intuition. As I always say, your intuition is your superpower. Everyone was born with intuition. Not everyone listens to it. As you can see, the state of the world. The card of the day is going to be coming from the Oracle of Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. This is a new deck. Thank you again for everyone who came to class last night. Spiritually Abundant Class 1 was last night. Your recordings have gone out as well. Thank you again for I Am the Altar members. You guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you for your support. I cannot be here without you guys. Again, thank you for my community at Readings by Vida, the Almighty Pineapple LLC, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and so forth. I do have people impersonating me. I will never solicit you in any way, shape, or form for any services. I've been doing this work for over 30-something years. Yes, over 30-something years under the guidance and tutelage of my grandmother and my mother and other elders in my belief system, my godparents, and so on and so forth. With that being said, services are now open for the month of January due to the fact that my family's still struggling. Some family members are still in the household and still quarantining. I can only do but so many services per day because I still need to be available and be accessible to my other family members as well. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing to this channel. Thank you for fucking with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the text messages, the comments, the emails, all of that. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for asking me to collaborate with your events. Thank you for purchasing my products. I appreciate y'all more than you know. Things are in the move. Things are changing, and I'm just really grateful at this time. With that being said, the card of the day, like I said, is not a reading. It's just a focus of intention for the next 24 to 48 hours. And let's see what... It didn't flip, so we're not using that. So let's see what Spirit has to say for us today. There we go. Feeling the world. Feeling the world is the card of the day, and that makes a lot of sense. So many of it, if you don't know anybody who has COVID, then I don't know where you've been, but especially here in the United States, everyone has COVID. The fact that schools are shutting down and going on online classes and so on and so forth, so I completely understand. So this card says, empathy reminds you that you're not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. With that said, it also can be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now's the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into. You might find it's not even yours. If you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, then it may be siphoning your energy. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attracted to them you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts to become of and take care of you. Practice saying no. As I always tell you guys, no is a full sentence. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic lies. You're also being asked to be aware of how you are with your words and actions, how they may affect other people. While it's not your job to determine what someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm but yet kind. Keep in mind that people pleasing will not give you what it is you truly need. With that said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It has to just be balanced in order for you to access its wonderful gifts. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others as well. With that being said, Spirit is saying it's time to say no, establish your boundaries, and feeling the world is not always a bad thing, but it can be overwhelming and can be overpowering. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to take care of you. You're allowed to fall in love with yourself. You're allowed to make yourself the most important fucking person in the universe, because you are the most important fucking person in the universe. You can't help anybody else, whether that is your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews. You cannot help anybody if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not making yourself number one, if you're not saying no, if you're not establishing boundaries. Boundaries are essential to my work. Boundaries saved my fucking life. I can love people from a distance, but doesn't mean I have to like them or be tolerated by their actions or their behaviors. No is a full sentence. Establish your boundaries, stop getting drained by the fucking world, and make sure you're surrounded by people who not only respect your boundaries, but honor them and help you enforce them as well when you're not taking care of yourself. Those are the ones you need to stick by. A lot of people get offended by boundaries. You want to know why? Because they're the ones that benefit when you don't have any boundaries. So be careful with yourself and be careful with the world. Don't let the world fucking take you under. The Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademark, copyright, and registered in several different classifications with the United States government. Any duplication of my content without my permission is subject to legal recourse. Is guided by my legal team. Thank you again for fucking with me. Thank you for being here, and I love you all, and I'll see y'all later. Say no. Establish those boundaries. You don't have to feel the world. The world should be able to feel you too.